Want to buy some really awesome stuff like what's seen in this video? Then head on over to BigBadToyStore.com where you can shop thousands of action figures, statues, busts, replicas, graphic novels, and more by clicking the link in the description below. I want to eat your brain. Wait, I thought you always referred to yourself as we. Fine. We want to eat your brain. That's better. Wait. Hey everybody, we are John Harmon from Mint Condition Customs, and this is a review of the Marvel Select Venom action figure from Diamond Select Toys. This figure has been highly anticipated for a while now, and considering everything it was originally shown to include, I'd say rightfully so. Well, without further ado, let's see if he lives up to the expectations and take a closer look at Venom. Venom comes in the standard Marvel Select large bookend style packaging. The figure and its accessories take up the majority of the packaging inside and are plainly seen in the blister. The side has an incredible drawing of Venom taken straight from the comic books. The back shows off the figure's features and shows off some other recent Marvel Select figures as well. And we also get a cool bio for the Venom character. This figure is pretty tall, standing at about 8 inches high. It has a really great sculpt with tons of veins and muscly sinew definition all over the entire body. It looks comic book accurate without being tied down to any one specific time in the comics. The entire figure is painted black, but has some dark blue dry brushing applied to it in certain areas that looks very good and helps bring out the sculpt more. He's got these awesome, giant, claw-like hands that feel very bestial and look really great on the figure. The Venom Insignia is actually sculpted into the figure and looks very comic accurate. It's painted white, of course, and for the most part looks great. There's a couple of spots where the paint goes outside the lines, and some spots where they probably could have applied a few more coats, but I guess it just helps to make him look that much more gritty. The head sculpt looks very good, and seems to be based off his first appearance in the comics. There's some good skin wrinkles around the eyes and mouth, and I absolutely love the way the teeth are sculpted to look. The paint job is really good on this as well. My favorite part being his almost rotten looking teeth. I love it. Now let's look at Venom's articulation. He has a double ball jointed neck allowing him to look left and right as well as up and down. He has ball jointed shoulder... So, he has ball jointed shoulder... So yeah, his shoulders are really hard to move at first. But they are ball jointed, and after breaking them in, they become easier to move, but are still ridiculously tight. He also has bicep swivels, single elbow joints, cut wrist joints. He has an ab crunch, but you get almost no movement whatsoever from it. There's also a cut waist joint, T-hinge style hips, thigh rotators, single knee joints, and simple ankle pivots. No tilt or rocker action whatsoever with these ankles. So, Venom's articulation is pretty decent. You can get him into some good poses, but don't expect incredible Marvel Legends style articulation out of him. Now, while the articulation was a tad lackluster, the accessories are anything but. Venom comes jam-packed with accessories. First, he comes with 2 alternate fist hands that you can switch the claw hands out with. They look maybe just a tiny bit too small, but it could also just be an optical illusion with them compared to the claw hands. He also comes with 2 alternate heads. The first is him with his mouth agape and his long tongue sticking out. This is probably the head most people will display him with. It looks great, and you can even remove the tongue, so this one head has 2 display options. I like this head a lot, though I wish he didn't have the green spit painted on him. The other head is an Eddie Brock head sculpt, made to look like the symbiote is crawling over his face. It looks awesome, and the paint is applied well. My only complaint here would be that the head seems a bit too large for the body, but it's otherwise a great alternate head. Venom also includes a back attachment that creates his Madness look, where Venom had a bunch of different heads and several pairs of arms. It clips onto the back easily, holds great, and looks awesome. It's got 6 extra heads sculpted on it, and has a set of extra arms popping out of the back. What's really incredible though, is the heads and arms can actually move. The arms can swivel where they're connected to the back, have single elbow joints, and cut wrist joints. And 4 of the heads sit on ball joints, allowing each one to swivel and be positioned to look wherever you want. It's such a simple thing to add, but takes this figure to a whole other level. The figure also comes with another set of arms you can pop into his main forearms. They're meant to be tangential from his main arms, helping to complete his Madness look. They're able to turn at the wrist, but are otherwise just there to complete that look. I think they're cool, though displayed without them leaves these big holes in the sides of his forearms, which is kind of annoying. But at any rate, there's no doubt that Venom's accessories are nothing short of awesome. And now for a few height and style comparisons. First, here's Venom standing alongside the Spider-Man 3 Venom action figure from Hasbro. Here he is standing next to the Marvel Select Agent Venom action figure. Here he is next to some other Marvel Select Spider-Man villain figures, so you can see how well he blends in with them. And finally, here he is next to the Marvel Select Amazing Spider-Man, Toy Biz Spider-Man 2 movie figure, and the Hasbro Amazing Spider-Man movie figure, so you can get a really good comparison with various Spider-Man action figures from different companies. So, is this the perfect Venom action figure? I think it has the potential to be. There's a few articulation issues, such as the shoulders being ridiculously too tight, the ab crunch is all but non-existent, and I don't like that the waist swivel breaks up the insignia at the bottom. But no matter what, the figure looks amazing. The sculpt is phenomenal, and the accessories alone make this worth picking up. And while it's not a perfect action figure, there's no doubt to me that this is the best Venom figure out there. Depending on how nitpicky you are about scale, Venom could easily fit in with your Marvel Select or Marvel Legends figures, since he has been depicted in different sizes in the comics. I think customizers will get a kick out of finding uses for the different heads on the Madness attachment, since there are varying sizes that can be utilized in all sorts of different scales. And if you're a customizer like me, and can make the proper modifications to better the range of motion in this figure, then I think it could be the perfect Venom action figure. He's currently available at BigBadToyStore.com right now for just $20, so get him while you can. I'll provide a link in the description below. Be sure to check out www.marvelousnews.com for the ultimate Marvel news source for comics, games, movies, reviews, and toys every day. And be sure to check out www.mintconditioncustom.com to check out some more of my action figure reviews, as well as my gallery of custom action figures. And remember, Mint Condition Customs is where action figures aren't toys, they're interactive art. Thanks for watching.